How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Looks different, right? Yeah, looks different. Hi, Michelle Phillips. Hi.
It's the most wonderful
Wonderful
time of the year.
Noble
Hey,
Bowman.
knucklehead.
Noble Bowman. Yeah, I did just see you. I was grabbing this stuff right here. That's what I was grabbing right there. How long do you have to wait in line, Noble? That was horrible. Oh my gosh. It was so good to see you guys though.
Julia Drake Cobb, Noble Bowman, Michelle Phillips. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Where you at?
Where you at?
You at the lake? We are at the lake.
We are at a lake.
We are at Stockton Lake.
Yes, we are. Secret location. I
Um,
said in the headline it was a secret location.
Very secret location. So I gave up your secrets.
That's okay. I told everybody in the description that we might give away our location anyway.
I don't care if the world knows what my secrets are.
Oh, I can't do that.
Secrets are. Don't kick.
I was. What's this called when you put?
Don't kick.
What's it called when you put your foot on the ground?
Wearing them super duper Christmas hats. Don't you love this hat, Julia?
This is the best. This is the best hat.
Julia, you would love it. And I didn't know you since last time I got this out of the closet. But this was custom made for me years and years ago. Probably, let's see, Elvis is 20. So this would be probably 16 years old.
Oh, dang.
And I have a complete Santa matching. It's all matching. It's the same red and the same rabbit fur. And it has a cape. And the whole business. You would love to see it. I'll have to show it to you sometime.
It's you. Julia would freak out. She would love it. She'd want to borrow it. I bet she'd want to borrow it. It's so good.
Rabbit fur.
It has like a really cool wig and beard too.
It did. I think I lost the hair, but that was just bought from the store.
Julia says it's the most Santa of all the Santa hats.
Damn straight is.
Hi, Ben Harrell.
Ben Harrell.
Where you been, Ben?
It's good to see you guys. We're
Yes.
just kind of sitting here waiting for people to show up and we'll talk to you. Oh, man. What a hell of a year. We're winding it down. Tara and I have in front of us,
A charcuterie.
we have a charcuterie board.
Look at that deliciousness right there.
Not only did we make the actual board ourselves, but we put all this crazy stuff on it. We're kind of Hoosiers. And so that's why it's got regular like Colby cheese and shit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not the fancy shit you would see like at
Hi, Cindy Lucas.
At Metropolitan.
At Metro, or what used to be Scotch and Soda.
Metropolitan Grill.
Scotch and Soda used to have this awesomeness.
Adult Lunchables. That's exactly what this is right here. On a little, I'm trying to bend it down so you can see the charcuterie board that we made. But all the shit's about to fall off.
Yeah, so it'll slide all onto the
Anyway,
computer.
come and join us in the sunlight.
Hi, Doug Sims. Long time no chat. I've been busy coaching basketball on Thursdays. It looks great. Hi, McQuarter. I just mushed your name together.
McQuarter.
I just said McQuarter. McQuarter. Oh, what's Julie's name? Sounds a little echoey in here.
Charcuterie. Well, it's tall ceilings. You can't quite tell. My daughter, Caitlin Logan, has a knack for making them. We get them every holiday.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like I say, we don't necessarily have a knack. We just buy, like, we have regular lunch meat on ours.
Totally over there.
that's normally not how you're supposed to do these, but they're supposed to be all fancy with like olives and a smoked egg. Remember that one we got that had a smoked hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
It was hard-boiled egg, but it was smoked. It was crazy.
It's crafty.
So Tara and I don't get that fancy.
There she is. Her right there. She said her daughter, Caitlin Logan. Then there's Caitlin Logan right there. It's crafty and good for calming anxiety. Yeah,
it is good for that.
Ho, ho, ho. Don't call yourself that, Jay Stevens. Oh, wait.
Jay Stevens.
Good to see you, Jay.
You dirty ho, ho, ho.
That's just for Jay. Just a little adjustment right there.
Good to see Jay Stevens.
Plop method, 10 for 10. Nice. Yes. Julia, she said she made the last one in the shape of a turkey. Wow. I'd like to see some pictures of that.
What's a plop method?
I think she just means like
we just fucking plopped it on.
Maybe. I guess.
We did.
I'm guessing that
with regular Colby cheese.
Jay says yes, thanks. You're welcome, buddy.
I don't know why I like to keep saying that. It's funny.
Those of you who are in bands that are on here right now have great shows this weekend. We are out of here. We are out of Springfield. We are not going to be attending anything. for a while. I don't know how long.
And
you guys look pretty great tonight. Thank you, Jay.
he says you
Appreciate
look really pretty.
Oh, I can't read. It's so small. Our monitor at home is a lot bigger than this, so I can't read very well.
Even if I was in town, I still wouldn't come see your dumb band.
I wasn't going to say that.
I'm kidding. Relax. Why don't everybody quit getting so offended?
No shit. I feel like with the echo in here, I feel like I'm yelling. Maybe I am yelling.
Yeah, you are kind of yelling.
Okay. I'll chill out.
So anyway, what's up? I guess everybody, tomorrow's the big Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We actually did a pretty good job this year. I would give us a whiz bang grade.
I think we get a whiz bang grade. I think
we're ready. We are wrapped. We are traveled.
We are traveled. We're set up for this show, even though we traveled up here after work.
We haven't even got to see our place in the daylight yet. We literally just got here like an hour ago and just setting up a podcast, and I was unloading all the food and
you should see back behind the camera. It looks like a rat's nest. It's horrible. I just was like,
we're having bringing my whole family up tomorrow.
Jared says, you guys killed it. Thank you so freaking much for my gifts. The best ever.
Ever.
You are welcome, sir. You are welcome.
You are welcome.
So also, by the way, another thing we had to set up when we got up here is this new to us laptop that's sitting on this table, because ours took a crap over the last week.
But you know what's fun about the laptop we're using tonight? And it's our laptop.
I had to set it up.
Jared said I absolutely bombed on Christmas this year.
Hey,
yeah, that's because you run a music venue now
and a podcast, and you have all that planning, and yeah, it's the music venue.
That's because you have to deal with cover bands. They'll ruin your life.
Noble's on here. You can ask him.
Caitlin Logan, turkey as promised.
Oh, is that a photo?
Oh, there's must be a photo on there. I don't know if we can click it.
We can't
here.
click on it, no. So maybe if you
we'll check it out when we get done.
Get your phone or something. We'll check it out. But those of you who are in this feed, you can click on that and see what she's talking about there. But we can't grab it on here. But yeah, so I got this computer today before we took off for up here.
Oh, what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I love interrupting.
I know it's our thing.
This is the computer that recorded the smash hit record, Galactic Thrust Crap.
It is.
Yes,
wow,
it is.
This is the laptop.
Caitlin said, link for later.
Okay, link for later. We'll do that. Jared says, laugh my ass off.
My ass off. 6 to 7 days a week for me, but not my elves. Yeah.
Aww, yep, that's how it goes. Yep. That's why we worked all day today and then come up.
Very dedicated to doing a great job over
at
the Riff. I've got hats off too. I'm not going to take my hat off because then you would see how much hair I'm losing. But I would take my hat off to Jared. He's doing a hell of a job.
Yes,
over
you
there.
are.
I was making a joke about how busy he is, and I got to stop there.
Yeah, let's just stop there.
Otherwise, I'm going to make another joke that I've got to apologize for. I don't want to do that.
I know.
It's the Christmas spirit.
It's the Christmas spirit.
I want to be nice. Let's hope for a Christmas miracle.
Oh, my. What could that be?
That would be me not being mean.
Hi, Joshua. He says, that's management, Jared. So Jay says, what? I'm single now, so 7 days a week for me, too. Hoeing. Of course. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Joey. Kimberly Nutter Butter Utter. How's the sun down there way south? Nice place you got too. I'm yelling. Why am I yelling?
I don't know why you're fucking yelling in my ear, but it's busting.
Maybe
my ears are fucking bleeding underneath my fucking headphones.
Turn my headphones up or something, man. It's so freaking. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not talking into my mic.
Dear Lord,
is that better? That's better. I don't know why I feel like I'm yelling. Sun is amazing.
Jared, much appreciated. Yep, it's what I signed up for. I just should have scheduled some extra time.
Me time.
You need to have me time.
Yes.
Because doggone it, people like you.
Because guess what? That's what we are doing after years and years of not having a vacation. That's what we're actually doing right here. We scheduled us time.
Yeah.
And family time. The family's coming up tomorrow.
Hardly ever travel. My boys are coming tomorrow, and my mother.
And the boy's mom.
The boy's mom is coming. And we're going to have a hell of a time.
Yes, we are. I was hoping to have the tree up and everything before we got started tonight, but that just didn't happen.
We made a bunch of awesome cutting boards for our friends this year, and we ended up with this shitty
little 1/4-inch wide
charcuterie board. I don't know how to fucking say it.
Charcuterie, babe.
Charcuterie. This is all we got out of the scraps from all y'all's cutting boards.
Yeah.
Anyway, just kidding. That's how you do that. Christmas joy for your family.
That's right. That's right. So we are super proud of ourselves for all the organization. It was his idea. It was your idea. What are you drinking?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
This is
looks like wine.
Jay Stevens piss.
Oh my God. What's it taste like? Does it taste like
glitter?
Glitter. Mike McWhorter says it's more bored than I have.
It's more bored than I have.
Right on, right on.
True that.
So yeah, I just want to reiterate again without getting interrupted that this was a completely blank computer when we got up here at about it was about 6 o'clock when we got up here. And so I had to set up the computer. It was asking me all these logging crappy things that I don't remember. And I was looking on my phone and I was trying to get the phone software to make the camera work as a camera. And then I had to have it talking to this. And then I had to download Chrome because StreamYard doesn't like freaking Safari.
Boring.
And all this stuff. And I'm just saying, I put up a post that said, "Oh, we're gonna start like 7:30 or so," and he's like, "Why don't we fucking just start at 7?"
Yeah, let's go.
And so I went and put a little bit of makeup on, and then I had forgotten the headphones.
Jared said my beard tastes like herpes.
Oh my God, gross. Jared Isaacs thinks he's a funny man. Joshua, what's Joshua saying? That. You can read it. I'm taking.
Caitlin said, "Kudos for your dedication."
Okay, I have a one up on the screen already.
Oh, okay. Jared and I thought about caroling GNR songs at your place tonight. Too bad you're out of town.
Well, yeah, too bad.
You can go carol them to the big dog.
Okay, now Caitlin said, "What? Kudos for your dedication." Oh, thank you. My mic is dropping. It's dropping. I need a new mic.
No, stand. You did. Hats off to you as well. I would
Thanks.
take my hat off, but you would see how much hair I'm losing. Hats off to Tara for her hard work getting us all set up as soon as we got here.
Thanks, babe.
I took care of loading the kitchen with all of my ingredients.
And this loveliness.
Which was
because we haven't eaten all day either. 4
totes full of ingredients. We got some great stuff on the menu this week.
We'll be sharing pictures and videos and maybe on our personal pages. I don't know. I don't know. Joshua. Jared says, "What? Joshua, let's go anyways. The dogs will appreciate it." Hey, yeah, the back door's open. True. You can go talk to them. I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
They would love it. The big one would bark at you. He'd bark at you. Big league. Big league. Thanks for all of you joining us tonight. I really, really love it. Dan, what does it say? Hair issues. Does Dan need some kabuki?
Some kabuki? I do.
What's kabuki?
I'm assuming it's probably some kind of a hair thing.
A hair thing?
I need plugs.
Needs plugs.
I need some plugs, Mike. No, it's not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not that bad.
It's just, I'm just being funny.
You are. You're always being funny. So, anybody else got any out of town plans over the holiday weekend or whatever? We should be back in town for next week's show.
Who wants to call in? Try to call someone in.
Really?
Yeah. Who wants to call in? Anybody want to talk to people?
Give us a hands up.
I'm just pulling out of my house. Who wants to talk?
If it works,
we can try.
Mm-hmm. I think we can.
Our cabin has Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. It's fancy.
You're welcome, Joshua. I hope you like it and use it and all kinds of good stuff. Oh, sorry for the chewing noises, but we haven't eaten all day. So I'm going to make one of these and one of them. Make a little.
Yeah, and you guys need to be sure you use one thing I didn't tell you the other day because we crashed your show and I didn't want to take too long because the great Casey Cavanaugh needed more time because he deserves it.
He deserved it. Yeah.
But use those things. Cut them up, scratch them up. Don't think like, oh, they're pretty. I hate to mess them up. No, mess them up. Get the guts on them and chop them up. Go for it.
They are cutting boards, so cut stuff on it.
And if they get too screwed up for you by next year, I'll make you another one.
That's right.
We will make them another one.
Absolutely. You did all the glue ups. I did all the sanding. Caitlin says, because I said, is anybody else going out of town? She says, nah, the opposite. We'll be lucky to leave the house, which is awesome. That sounds awesome to not leave the house. What's Jared saying?
I'll probably get to bed around 2 a.m. Then
Probably just
got to get up at 6 to drive 5 hours to go home for the holidays.
the holidays. Nice. That sounds awesome, though.
Is everyone back in Chillicothe? Is that where you're going? Or are you going down to Ava?
Ava's not 5 hours, so I'm going to assume it's Chillicothe.
Must be Chillicothe.
Why do we know that?
The home of sliced bread.
The home of sliced bread. We know these things.
It's true.
Because Jared's been on our show.
I'm on call this weekend, so I went to see my parents Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm recharged with radioactivity.
Nice, great. So you'll have a glow about you when we see you next. You'll have a new glow, a fresh Arkansas power plant glow, which I love. I used mine already. Worked great. Jared said he uses his already. Yay!
Good.
That sucks, Josh. I'm on call as well. Yeah. I'm sorry. Jared even put a little knife on there. Very good. Very good. Yep. Chillicothe. Actually, 45 minutes north of there where Mom lives now. Well, that sounds awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
That's so weird that it's 5 hours to get there.
It feels like it's less.
And you're still in Missouri.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's not a very big state, but it's still.
Jared, have you been to Marceline? We're thinking of going to Marceline. It's not exactly on the way to Chillicothe, but it's up there. Didn't know if you ever swung into the old hometown of Walt Disney. Childhood home.
4 hours exactly to Chillicothe, and he says yes many times.
Oh, he's been there many times. That's cool.
Nice.
I want to go. I haven't got to go yet.
Yeah. Home of Walt Disney. That's right. That's right, Julie. You'd even have to ask the research department for that. You all know that.
She missed the opportunity to post as the audio roast.
Shh, don't tell everybody. Oh, I guess we outed her last week, didn't we? If I'm around,
research department.
Mike says, if I'm not around for a couple weeks, it may be because my appendix burst. Oh, no.
You got appendix issues, Mike?
It's on 36. Same road I take to Chillicothe when I get off 65. Gotcha.
Oh, cool. So you basically drive right by it.
Cool.
Huh. We got to go, man. I want to go to Marceline so bad. I want to go, I know the real dreaming tree has fallen. It's fallen and down on the ground now.
But there's a baby dreaming tree
But
now.
they took a thingy off of that tree.
A sprout? A sprig?
And they planted another one. Have you heard that the one they planted that came from the original dreaming tree is also planted in soil that came from Disney World?
What?
Yeah, they hauled it up to Marceline and planted the dreaming tree in soil from Disney World.
That's cool. So Julia says, I gave the research department night off. Caitlin says, sometimes you don't need to look things up. Sometimes we just know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. We care about our audio roast research department. Gave them the holidays off.
Jared says he hates to be that guy, but it's sort of underwhelming. I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I am on my third Walt Disney biography, and
You're kind of a fan.
I'm just pretty deep into. It would be like me for you. It would be like if I went to Axl Rose's hometown and I was just like, "Hey, man, it's kind of underwhelming."
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying it to be an ass, and I know you're not saying it to be ass, but for me, going to Marceline
would be. It would be.
I don't
awesome.
actually care if I know it's underwhelming. I've seen 1,000 videos and photos, and there's not much to that town at all. But I just I just want to be a part of the energy.
We need to take a TANIEL trip.
Yeah, we're.
And I don't mean my Facebook name. I mean our vlog name is TANIEL. I got a message the other day from a girl I went to high school with. She's like, I was trying to find you and I found this name, TANIEL. How cute. You're doing a group, a joint Facebook. And I'm like, no, we are not doing a joint Facebook. That was an accident. And I explained it to her. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, happy holidays. Blah, 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 blah. No. It's not a joint Facebook. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm missing this. What?
He just said it's definitely cool to see if you're a big buff.
Yeah.
For an ordinary person, just seems like an ordinary house with a little placard.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Julia Drake says, I believe Axl Rose's hometown is in Lafayette, Indiana. Am I right, Jared? That's not even from the research department. What's Christy saying? You think Disney really did cryogenic his body?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. But I actually went to Kansas City. Julia Drake Cobb probably already knows all this, but I've also seen the Walt Disney fun things to see in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have already talked about it on the show, but
Yes.
the studio where he actually got started, we've been to that studio.
It's just an abandoned
Some of you
building.
probably remember the story that I forced my son to
Forced your
steal a couple bricks from Walt Disney's studio in Kansas City.
because he could fit through.
And then we also went to his house, the house he lived in, and actually saw the shed out back where when he went bankrupt, he started doing animations all by himself, literally by himself, inside a little shed that was in the backyard of this house. And we went up and saw all that stuff. It was pretty ghetto. Pretty ghetto.
Yeah, it's got like somebody else's drawn Disney characters on the outside of this old
It's
building.
rough.
It's
like,
empty. You can look in there and there's nothing. There's a dirt floor.
I was a little
pretty sad.
afraid to get out of the car.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, Julia just said his studio's in a dodgy part of town. I know, that's what I'm saying. I was actually scared to get out of the car, but I had to.
Well, we were in town for 21 Pilots, and I was riding with Kenzie and Cindy Ballou, and you were riding with Elvis and his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And we both went to the studio, and they were even parking their car. Like Cindy was parking her car like, and I just jumped right out. I mean, you and I have been on the road. We've been in dodgy places, but then the fence could peel back just a little bit, and Elvis just squeezed right through there.
Yeah, and we stole a couple bricks that had fallen out of some of the upper windows.
We borrowed
second-story
them.
windows.
We borrowed them.
Julia actually hasn't been there. Yes, I finally beat Julia to something.
Nice.
I'm excited about that.
What's Mike saying?
My big destination was finally getting to see the real house from the Amityville
Nice.
horror. Took decades, but I finally made it.
Yay, that's awesome.
That's awesome. This all stirs a great conversation.
He's like, not the movie, but the actual house it was based on.
Right?
That's even more important.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
Nice. Okay.
Jared says, by the way, the lighting in your cabin looks so good that it looks green screen.
You know what's also funny is this might be
funny.
A clearer picture. Tell me if it's like a clearer picture for you guys too, because this is a different computer and the Wi-Fi here seems pretty freaking awesome.
The distance of the backdrop.
We've also the distance. The distance. Yeah,
Caitlin says the highlights and the reflections. I can see that.
Nice. It is clearer. So hopefully it's the computer.
Looks clear to us, yeah.
Because that little computer was on its last little legs. And so hopefully this one will keep us.
Stephen and I plan to go see the graves of Bruce Lee and Brandon
Lee
in Seattle. That would be cool.
That would be a cool trip, dude.
I think I've talked about it. I don't know if I've talked about it on the Screamers show or not, but I've been to whose grave have I been to?
You're asking me.
Yeah. Karen Carpenter.
I have one too.
I have been, and you guys will think this is funny, but Karen Carpenter's grave is actually not in the ground. It's one of those
mausoleum.
Yeah, kind of a thing, but she's not alone. It's not her own. She wasn't quite that fucking famous, but there's this cemetery we went to has got these large buildings with hallways of
mausoleum. It's above the ground. They're all in little.
Yeah, and they're all kind of like it's like the Dewey Decimal System.
It looks like a library.
It's like the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh my god!
That was a Joshua Poole joke.
That was
right
good.
There.
That was.
Anyway, so they're all filed in there in hallways. But at the end of a hallway, there's Karen Carpenter, and she actually is by herself as far as like there's a little jog in the wall and it's just her. And then as you're standing there looking at her, you can turn to your right and there is a hallway of like 10 or 15 people high times the entire length of the hallway. But she is sort of by herself. And right in front of her is like literally a velvet rope. They don't want you to walk close to it. And so
Did you hop the rope?
I had to hop over the rope.
Oh, you rebel. You're such a bad boy, Dan.
It's like actually touch her placard.
He touched Karen Carpenter's
I felt up Karen Carpenter's placard.
Joshua says, I approve of that joke you said earlier. Julia says, I'm a rather macabre person. I want to tour graveyards in LA, New York, and London. Yeah, I hear you. I have a grave story, a famous grave story.
Caitlin says she was rich enough to have a fancy corner and rope.
You go.
You are 100% correct.
Rich and famous enough. Absolutely. Karen Carpenter is one of my favorite singers of all time. I love her so much. I have her songs memorized for the rest of my life because my 7th grade best friend, Andrea, who's still on my Facebook and we still talk, she went to Washington for a summer and she said, here's a cassette tape of Carpenter's greatest hits. I want you to memorize every song by the time I get back. And I did. More so than I did Weezer's album for you. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't memorize all of them, but I know a lot more now.
What's your grave story?
My grave story. Oh, yeah, right. Hop the rope. Don't hop the rope, baby. Skip the rope. Don't skip the rope over.
Hop the rope. Don't hop the rope, baby. Hop the rope. Don't skip the rope over. Hop the rope. Don't hop the rope, baby. That's exactly what I did. I hopped that fucking rope.
And you touched her placard.
I touched her placard.
That sounds so dirty. You touched her placard. That sounds so dirty. That's just a setup for a new Mummy movie, LOL. But honestly, that sounds pretty neat. Yes. Okay. So my grave story is when I was on the road with the Statler brothers. We played in Corpus Christi, Texas at the Selena Auditorium. So whose grave did I go visit?
Who?
Selena. There's a graveyard that actually sits like right in front of the ocean. Like there's, I don't know what highway. I think it's 10 that runs on the south side of Texas on Corpus Christi. I think it's Highway 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. And right on at one point, there's this actual cemetery and this huge monument to Selena. It's actually a bronze statue of her. And she's in some awesome pose and it looks awesome. But yeah, so that's the famous grave that I've been to.
I've been to Elvis Presley's grave. But you know what's interesting about it, though?
Hang on. Mike McWhorter says, Karen was a good singer, but she's no Axl Rose. You are right about that, Mike.
I know the Elvis Presley grave is somewhat obvious. It's down at Graceland. But here's what's not so obvious that I find a little strange. He's buried right next to his twin brother. Mm-hmm. Okay. For those who don't know, Elvis was a twin.
Right.
And his brother died at birth. Now, what I want to know is, did Elvis Presley own Graceland when he was born?
Or did he exhume his his twin brother's body and bury it at the house?
Yeah, way to jump right to the punchline.
Oh, shit.
So anyway, they must have exhumed his baby brother's body and put him at his own house. That's a little weird. Like, go dig up my baby brother. I'm going to throw him in the backyard. Yeah, so I can't set the joke up now.
I'm sorry.
Don't know if I ever mentioned it to you guys, but there is a slave cemetery about 100 yards from the house I grew up in.
Oh, wow.
That would be interesting.
Very interesting. Oh, look, they're taking they have the night off, but they're here. Seaside Memorial Park in Corpus Christi, Texas. Mm-hmm. So you see, I don't lie.
Any other destinations people want to go to? Either you've been to or you want to go to? Yeah. I want to go to down in Alabama. There is actually the set, like where they filmed Big Fish.
Oh, where
and it's still there. Where the scenes that they filmed in Spectre, it's all still there, but it's totally like overgrown and bad, and they haven't maintained it at all, but they do have a campsite right next to it now that you can go, and if you want to walk through the streets of what was Spectre in the movie Big Fish, that's one of my next kind of like bucket list places I want to go.
Definitely want to go there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So anyway,
What's Caitlin saying?
probably neither. Just put up a memorial. Wouldn't digging up a tiny corpse decades later be really difficult?
Maybe.
I guess nobody confirmed that his body is under the memorial, I guess. But
Right.
there is an actual space. Like his mom and dad is there, and him and his brother. What was his fucking brother's name?
Wait, hang on. We've got the research department's on it. Look at this. Hang
was
on.
it Aiden or something?
Hang on. I'm going to get you there. Right here. There.
The Jesse Garon Presley.
Garon.
Jesse Garon Presley marker at Graceland is a
Cenotaph.
That means he's not there.
Right.
Not where he is buried, but a memorial. Okay.
And then, hang on.
It still would have been a funny joke.
He is buried in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Well, I would assume it was Tupelo, yeah, because that's where I assume they were, that's where they were from. That's
So
where
here's the thing. His name
probably
is
born.
Jesse Garon Presley, and then Elvis is Elvis Aaron Presley, but they spell it with one A, and they always, is it on the marker 2 A's or 1 A?
I can't remember.
Not the marker. Yeah, the marker. Which some people have said like, oh, that's the wrong spelling, therefore he's not even dead. All that not dead conspiracy shit.
Yeah.
Remember, hi.
I'm glad to know that Audio
birthday,
Rose
Clark.
Research Department, because I did find it a little strange. Like, I wonder if they dug him up because he wasn't famous when he was born.
Right.
So
obviously.
Jared would kill to go to New Zealand to visit Hobbiton.
I don't know what that is. What
That's
is that?
like where they filmed Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think. And where they actually they did build those fucking things, whatever they are. It's Julia Drake Cobb says,
wait, no,
it's
the Audio Rose Research Department.
Julia Drake Cobb says it's 2 A's on the marker, which was his mother's intended spelling. The typist misspelled it on the certificate.
Oh, okay. See, all right.
Mike said Elvis is dead. Living Color wrote a song called that. It's all the proof I need.
Right.
Done
I hear
deal.
you. My friend KB just went. It's amazing.
I'm assuming KB went to Hobbit.
Australia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's Joshua saying?
Joshua Isaacs, you need to go to the Hobbit house in Russellville, Arkansas.
Oh, I know what he means by that. That's funny. Joshua's being funny. Do you know what that you get it?
No, of course I don't fucking get it. Why would I get it?
Because that's where he lived. That's where Joshua lived.
Maybe there really is a Hobbit house there.
Oh.
Yeah, asshole.
I just looked up and the
You're a
light
real
the light
ass.
picture's not centered. It's bugging me.
It's centered. It's not straight.
Okay.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, because I don't think he was joking. I think there really is a Hobbit house down there.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Did I say Joshua Isaacs?
I think you did.
Or did you? You did.
Maybe I did. I'm not even drunk. Oh, it's my first glass of wine.
Joshua
Yeah.
Isaacs. I like that. Somebody needs to open up a Facebook account.
Yes, there is, and Joshua's friend works there.
See,
Oh.
so now don't you feel like an asshole
Well, because he's
for
called
calling Joshua short?
I didn't. He called him.
You
hobbit
called
on
him
his
real
show.
hobbity.
He called him a
No,
hobbit on
you
his
were like,
show.
oh, he's real hobbity.
I didn't say that at all.
You insinuated it.
I did.
I'm muting my mic as I chew.
Okay. That's all right. Yet. Sometimes when there's a comment, we don't understand where it comes from. So Caitlin, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Jared says you sure did, Dan. So I guess I'm the one that said Joshua Isaacs.
Maybe so. At this point, I don't know. I was so frazzled trying to get this stuff set up. I don't even know. There is a Hobbit house. A buddy of mine from high school built it and owns it. Okay. I thought you were being silly, Joshua. I'm sorry.
Because she thinks you're hobbity short. Hobbit level short. Hobbit level, sure.
Just because you've been teased about that before by your own freaking podcast host. So Mike, what's Mike saying? The one that's highlighted. You can see it.
What's the update on YouTube van laughing?
Well. Oh, Caitlin says not drunk yet because I said I'm not drunk. And she goes, yet. Absolutely. You've seen the show. Van lifing.
The update on van lifing is it's going to be just a titch. It's going to take a titch longer than we thought. And the reason why is because we have been insanely and unusually busy in our business. Normally, under the circumstances we are under right now as a country, the housing market is usually tanking right about now. And it's not, at least not in Springfield.
Not in Springfield.
And so we thought, well, as long as things are busy now, why don't we just take advantage of having more work than we can handle and just ride that bitch into the fucking ground before we decide to cut ties possibly from that and convert a van and go out there and start trying to at least do it part-time. So still 100% on our radar.
Absolutely.
But now we're just going to be like, well, shit, if the phone's ringing, might as well
keep working.
Might as well go do the work. Our backs can feel it and our joints. We haven't had a day off in about 9 months, and I'm actually not exaggerating.
We're not kidding.
But that's good though. We feel blessed and
it's starting to pay off a little bit.
And happy that we are that busy at a time when I would have bet the farm.
You would have bet the farm on it.
That we would be drowning right now, but we're not. So we're going to go ahead and just keep answering the phone for a little while. Maybe that means we could buy a better van when it's time to get one.
But also, in the meantime, we are still thinking of getting a van. So I think I'm going to make a public announcement right now. My LJ is for sale. My Jeep LJ is for sale. So I don't know.
I'm muting you. Joshua said, my folks sold their house within a week of listing it. They will be moving to Lebanon in January.
Oh, so much closer for you, Joshua.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. The houses are flying off the market. I don't even knock on my charcuterie board.
Oh my God.
Knock on my patchouli board. Listen.
No, patchouli's gross. Patchouli's gross.
Listen. You can't hardly keep a house in your possession if you're wanting to sell it. So that's happening in the new house buying market right now. And so we're just going to keep trucking for a minute.
I'm going to keep trucking. I want to go back to Chrissy Precious comment. She says, I'd rather be called a hobbit than a freaking Oompa Loompa. I agree. And earlier, Joshua said he's more dwarfish than hobbitish.
Julia says, you just let me know my place in line to be your customer. Still got to get some bookcases and a Murphy bed built. In the words of Van Halen.
Oh, wait till it. Sorry. I don't know the words. Oh, wait till it. I can't remember the words.
You don't know the melody either.
I don't?
Apparently.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know it. I hate Van Halen.
You don't hate it. Do you need another drink or you good?
I hate Van Halen. Na 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 boo boo.
He doesn't hate Van Halen.
Sue me, hate me.
You such a hater.
Go ahead and hate me. I love you.
Anyway. So I put on some Frank Sinatra Christmas music the other night. Actually, for the last 3 nights while we've been trying to get some presents wrapped and all kinds of good. Oh, you're muting you because you're eating. And it was so fun because the Christmas songs are limited when it comes to that. But all of a sudden, he started breaking into all kinds of show tunes and stuff with Dean Martin. It was awesome. And then just the song My Way is just, I freaking love that song. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's such a great song. My Way. That's your song.
It is good. Joshua's parents are building, so they may need some cabinets. Well, let me know.
We'll put you in line.
Man, I think Lebanon is actually one of the only towns in a fucking 100-mile radius of Springfield that I haven't done work in. I don't think I've done. Oh, yes, I have. I did a shit ton of work in Lebanon.
You did a shit ton. All of a sudden, you realize you did a shit ton of work in
Well,
Lebanon.
yeah, the house.
Oh,
out there.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mindy?
No.
No, I thought her name was Mindy. No, Mindy's somebody else. Okay, got
Stacy.
it. Stacy. Got
That's
it.
her
Yeah,
name.
that was a cool house, though. Their remodel was awesome.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
She's awesome. But the house was kind of cool to begin with, but then the remodel was
I
even
also
better.
did in Lebanon. I kind of was involved in the sign for the funeral home.
Kind of involved for the sign.
The sign that's out on the road. It's got like these brass letters. What's it called?
Brass letters?
Yeah, this logo in brass. And then there's like a waterfall behind it. And I did all that. Just that sign.
I didn't know that.
That's correct, sir.
Donnie Stevens, how are you? Oh,
Donnie
Frank
Stevens,
will
old
always be
Frank
the-
will always be the top cat. Merry Christmas, you crazy kids.
Frank was fantastic. I freaking love that guy. My grandmother was a freak for Frank. I'm just going to say that right now. Oh, good old Italian lady. She just loved Mr. Frank. So this is an interesting question. Look at this one.
I can't when it's all blue.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you rather hear Van Halen sing a Doors song or the Doors sing a Van Halen song? Oh, Jesus.
I'll answer that. I'm going to answer it real quick.
This question is kind of like if you are standing in a vat of snot up to your chin and someone throws a gallon bucket of shit in your face, do you duck? Donnie's not going to like my answer.
No, he's not. My answer is I'd rather hear Van Halen sing a Doors song. But go ahead. What is yours?
I'm not answering it.
You're not answering.
No.
Because Donnie's here?
Yeah, I don't want Donnie to get mad at me.
Hey, it's all right. It's all
I'd
right.
rather just watch Frank Sinatra beat the ever-loving tar out of fucking whatever his dumbass is.
I don't know where you're going with that. Dean Martin?
No.
Jerry Lewis?
No. The singer for the Doors. We're talking about the
Oh.
Doors and Van Halen.
Please leave Jim alone.
See, please.
Jim Morrison.
Just leave Jim alone.
Okay. All right.
See, I'm going to leave Jim alone. I wasn't going to say anything until you provoked me.
I did. Actually, Christy Pressler did.
Tara encourages me to be a bad person, and then when I do it publicly, everybody hates me.
Ava Gardner? Sinead.
I don't know who Ava
Ooh,
Gardner
you don't
is.
know who Ava Gardner is?
Who's Ava? I'm telling you, Sinead sang Silent Night on the fucking Fred Claus movie, and
Snap into a Slim Jim.
she
Sorry, I had to do that. I had snap into a Slim Jim. Okay, go ahead.
she won me over
That was
on
spot on.
that one song from Fred Claus. If you guys haven't seen Fred Claus, minus Kevin Spacey, I mean, you got to watch him because he's in the movie. But I'm saying
And he's a great actor.
the movie is, I would put it up as one of the best movies, Christmas movies ever, except it has Kevin Spacey in it. So he kind of fucked that up for me.
Well, we didn't know it at the time.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anyway, it's still a great movie.
Yep. Sinatra did Ava all the way. Oh. Phew. All right.
Gun to head, Van Halen singing Doors. At least the guitar would be interesting. No shit. Thank you.
True. Right. And there wouldn't be that fucking organ.
Oh, and I also figured out that there's,
Sorry.
I know Donnie loves Jim, but it's like the songs that actually made him famous, the songs that like the only reason any of us even know who he is were songs he didn't even write himself.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, I'm just not into Jim.
Well, Wait, what?
He
was a
Yeah,
genius.
he didn't write Light My Fire.
He was a poet.
And that's the only reason we know him. It's the only reason we know him.
Poet.
And then once
so
he
cool.
got kind of famous, yeah, he was just such a good looking dude that
He
like,
was. God, he
people
was.
were like, oh, Jim Morrison.
Freaking leather pants in the 60s.
The fucking nerdy keyboard player wrote Light My Fire.
I know. Oh, Mike says the best thing about the Doors is you can turn it off.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, Mike. I should stop. See, Mike is always my constant Springfield Johnny Rotten. He just like the best. If you're sick and tired of being a pop star, then stop being one.
What's Julia saying?
I actually don't listen to the Doors, so
not at all. Except that one.
But Christy Pressler got me all worked up. That's what she likes to do. She likes to get in there and just, get me all worked up, get everybody all worked up.
That's what she does.
She's just a troublemaker. She's ornery is what she is.
Ornery.
I actually worked for a client one time that had this like 5-year-old girl, and she was just crazy. She was super fun. And she'd done something, I can't remember, like threw the dog in the swimming pool or something. I don't know what she did. And her mom was just like, I can't remember her name. Let's pretend it's Jenny. She's like, Jenny, why did you throw the dog in the pool? And she answered right back without skipping a beat, because I'm ornery.
Donnie says, but Jim was like you and me, Dan. He owned the stage.
Well, okay. All right. Once he had the platform, he was a good performer, I guess. I just am not big on the Doors songs. That's all.
Yeah, they have a couple, but some of them are just too jammy.
But he was a fantastic frontman.
He was.
I will say that.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Christy says, hey, I got
you
talking.
Correct, Donnie.
Got you talking, didn't I? Plus, I'm only influenced by those I'm around. LOL.
Got you talking.
Julia says, Frank got into multiple domestic spats with Ava, and he insulted Sinead when she wouldn't let the national anthem be played at one of her shows. Our national anthem, she's from Ireland, so it's interesting. Frank? Really? Sinatra? Wait, I'm confused.
I don't know.
I didn't think Frank was still around.
I thought Frank was dead before I was born.
When did Frank die? Okay, research department, look that up, because you need to have a you need like have a co thing. It needs to be Audio Rose / Unsung Screamers research department. Because I don't know. That's weird. This is probably correct, but I didn't know this. Anywho.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I am not a fan of Sinead O'Connor as a person.
But
if we were talking about, hey, who's your favorite person? Sinead wouldn't make my top 15,000.
No.
I could list 15,000 people I like better as a person than Sinead O'Connor.
Yes.
Not into her at all.
No.
However, she sings the best Silent Night. There is no Silent Night better than Sinead O'Connor. I rest my case.
He's done. Mike McCorda says Frank Stallone, maybe? Oh, Joshua says, speaking of the Doors, there is a great documentary about Val Kilmer on Amazon Prime.
I've heard about that documentary, and I've been warned not to watch it.
Yeah.
Not because it's not great. I've also heard that it's fucking great.
Right.
But if you're a Val Kilmer lover, which I am, I've kind of been told like you might not want to watch it.
Right. But
it's kind of sad.
But we also like truth.
Frank Sinatra died in 98? I guess that's right.
Okay. All right.
For some reason, I thought he was fucking gone before I was even born.
No, I thought he died when we were like kids. But 98?
98, shit. I was already on MTV by 98.
I was already touring with the Statler Brothers. High five on that one. Boom. Man. My favorite Val Kilmer movie is Real Genius. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, Julia says.
Ooh, Julia, I might agree with you on that one. However,
oh, there's
I must premise my little leaning towards Mike Hutchins with the fact that I've never seen either one of them perform live, like in person.
In person, sure.
So I don't know if Michael's better than Jim or not.
Right. Mike McWhorter says Mike Hutchins was 1,000,000 times better than Morrison. Jared says,
Speaking of the doors, see Fritz Designs for all your door cutting board and cabinetry needs.
nice. We have the worst sawdust ever. No, actually, we have great sawdust. That's why
Fritz Designs.
That's why it's actually used in the cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
You wouldn't believe the pile of sawdust I got now.
Dude, if you need sawdust,
I haven't had a farmer come and bulldoze it down in a long time.
So if you need sawdust for your farm, your horse stalls, or your horse trailers, or anything like that, please let us know because we have an abundance.
It's as tall as Jared's lies.
And it's free.
The movie about In Excess on Amazon Prime is a good watch. Man, I'll have
to
didn't
look at
know
that.
Some of these were out there.
Oh, that's what Donnie's saying here. Have you seen the Hutchins doc? Right.
Yeah.
Have not seen it.
Man, we got some catching up to do. I like getting.
He promotes their stuff
on our show
whenever he can. It's Fritz Spam. Fritz Designs. That's exactly how it sounds. Right there, the way he put that on there. That's exactly how it sounds. Oh, so cute. You guys are great. I love having you guys with us on Thursday nights. This is so fun.
Oh man.
I'm so glad we did this. We were contemplating whether we could or not because of the new computer and all this blah 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 blah, blah. So I'm glad we got to set this up and I'm glad you guys chose to join us this evening. This has been really, really fun.
Yep.
And then we're gonna shut her down for about 5 or 6 days.
We're still going to try to do Monday morning. Well, we are going to do Monday morning.
Oh yeah, there's that.
We don't have the same equipment as we always have, but we might do something completely different actually for Monday morning medication. So be looking forward to that. We will still come up with a way to get that posted. It might just sound a little bit different. And we might even have some guests. Who knows?
Right on.
But go check out our Patreon and to find all of the things that we promise you that are never there.
But there's still a lot of stuff that is there.
Tons of promises on Patreon.
There's tons of promises. But there's actually a lot of stuff that is
some
there.
Cool stuff over there already.
Right on. And I was just going to ask real quick of these folks that are watching tonight, how many of you on a regular basis listen to Monday Morning Medication? I would like to know that because we get quite a few listens and it's great, but I would like to know how many local people are watching or listening.
Mike says watching Excess at Wembley. It's
the shit. That's adorable.
I will watch that.
Okay.
You got to do the
Fritz Designs.
Fritz Designs.
Right. We got to work on our acting skills.
No, I don't need to work on acting skills.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Because that wasn't acting. That was a bunch of horse shit. Usually takes me a whole week to get to it, but I do eventually. Julia Drake Cobb.
Awesome. Cool.
Chrissy Pressler. I sure try every Monday, if not at least the same week.
Oh, and Donnie just says it the very, very sly way. Look how he says it.
I too am a Melissa Sue Anderson teen.
That means he listens. He listens. You know who that is? That's the blind girl on Little House on the Prairie that you had a crush on. I know. Nice work, Donnie. Thanks for answering that way. Fun fact, baby Caitlin thought In Excess was in excess because I only heard it, right? Of course. I think we all did. What's Jared saying?
Dan doesn't need to work on his acting skills. He acts like he's happily married. Oh, burn.
Who said a burn on?
That's a burn on you.
Really?
No, that might be a burn on me. I don't know. Mike says, I listen to some mornings and I listen to it sometimes when I go to bed, not because it's boring. Dan's manly voice soothes the soul. That's exactly right.
Caitlin says, shots fired.
Sometimes on Monday morning, I get real close to the mic and I talk to you really close.
It's a whole different thing. I mean, tonight is Thursday nights are just like you and us and you guys hanging out and having a good time. And Monday morning is more like.
Yeah. Monday morning is more of the show that might actually get me in trouble someday.
True.
So for
That's
any of
true.
you interested, I keep it actually pretty like I'm supposed to on Thursday night live shows. Mondays,
Give us
sometimes I maybe say some things I maybe shouldn't. I don't know.
It's quite possible. We haven't been shut down yet. Knock on wood.
No, I keep it pretty. I make great points.
We got a little like sort of nasty a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks back, man. If you want to hear our bit on fucking Susie Orman,
having sex with Susie Orman.
We both kind of got going on that bit about fucking Susie Orman.
Just happened.
And it is funny.
It is funny. Mike McWhorter's got to go. Merry Christmas to all.
We got to go too. So
we do too. We are tired. We are hungry.
We like you guys a lot.
We do. We like you guys a lot.
We still got to unpack and kind of chill out. And thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. It was good to see you. All love you.
And we thank you so much for being a part of our Thursday nights. Also, all of you who are patrons, we thank you guys. I know some of you are watching. Maybe sometimes you like to be called out. Maybe not, Julia. But some of you don't. Some of them asked not to be called out as a patron. I don't know why. I think it's just because they just want to support us on a private way, and that's fine. And you can do that through Patreon, which is a monthly idea, or you can do PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, anything you want to do. Just throw us a bone so we can keep doing this and get new computers when ours crap out. This is not a new MacBook. We bought this from Elvis. He got a new one. He got himself a Christmas present of a new MacBook. So he sold us this one or gifted it to us. Well, both.
Okay. We talked about the computer already. Goodness gracious, woman.
It's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
We got to lay down and relax before the family gets here tomorrow. We're sitting here eating food on camera. How rude.
We should play some stuff that'll shut us down.
When I can't get Frasier or the Bob Newhart show fired up, I listen to Monday Morning Medication. All right. Fair. That's fair. Oh, look at that. Look, we have Unsung Dreamers Research Department at your service. We will work on a logo. And we will
no, I'm done designing logos.
I'm not. You're not the one who designs them.
Yeah, I know, but
I do that.
I don't want them anymore.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Let's play some music that will get us shut down.
Is this an OnlyFans for food? Kinda, sort of. Yeah, let's play some music that might get us muted. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Oh my gosh, you and your full mouth, I swear. Unbelievable.
It's real. It's real.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.